2.5 million trees in path of Baguio building boom. Baguio City, the country's summer capital, needs to protect 2.5 million trees that have survived the intensified construction boom and expanding urban sprawl, which residents fear has overwhelmed the city's carrying capacity. Most of the trees are clustered in few watersheds as well as protected forests. According to a report that was discussed during a meeting of the El Nino Mitigation Task Group on April 5, a tree inventory was ordered by Environment Secretary Roy Simadu on February 16, a day after the draft final report on Baguio's urban carrying capacity indicated that the biodiversity of the city's forest cover was very low and may affect its ecological services. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources, DENR, inventory shows the city's green and forest cover spans 1,600 hectares, or about 30% of Baguio's 5,700 territory. The biggest concentration of trees is in Camp John Hay Reservation and Forest Park near the Teachers' Camp and the Philippine Military Academy. According to the Baguio Urban Carrying Capacity Report, the first to be commissioned by the National Economic and Development Authority, the forest cover is below the target standard that sets a 60% green cover against the 40% built-up area as the most ideal composition of a town or city. The report says Baguio's target of allotting 70% of left square bracket the city territory as right square bracket built-up areas is detrimental to maintaining its ecological balance or stability, since urban land should not exceed 60% of land area. The inventory showed only 492,974 trees were bent this time. The rest included alnus, eucalyptus or caliandra trees. The most mature tree standing at Rice Park here is 198 years old. The oldest known pine tree at nearby Mines View Park would have been 238 years old had it not been cut last year. Before dying, both the DENR inventory and the Baguio carrying capacity report noted that many pine tree clusters were before dying. The DENR, for example, had allowed the developer of Camp John Hay to cut more than 200 infested pine trees. A 1998 research brief from the University of the Philippines Baguio's Cordillera Studies Center indicated that some pine tree pests may have been introduced when tourism officials planted foreign pine trees at a section of Burnham Park. Degree of habitation. The inventory also mapped out development surrounding the forest areas to determine the degree of habitation there. Simadu has said he was alarmed by the uncontrolled building construction around Baguio. On April 2, a building project near the presidential mansion was ordered stopped when the Environmental Management Bureau, EMB, discovered it was part of a forest reserve. Other building projects should be reexamined by the city government to determine if these titled properties also lie within watersheds, now that stemming Baguio's overdevelopment has become a government priority, said Nestor Banal, DENR Cordillera Operations Chief. Permanent TROD inventory included trees at Lumada Hill that were covered by a Supreme Court injunction against tree cutting. On April 10, the High Court made permanent a temporary restraining order, TRO, it enforced on March 24, 2015, to stop them all from cutting 182 trees that stood in the way of an expansion project. The permanent injunction may have a policy implication on how government addresses trees inside private property, said Clarence Baguilat, a retired DENR Cordillera director. Would this discourage people from buying land which could not be developed because of the presence of trees? It may also discourage them from planting trees in their property, Baguilat said. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.